Okay. Alright, so this is a walkthrough video for GUI for how to set up and program your buttons on the Raspberry Pi light gun project. So the first thing you'll need, of course, is your controller and to turn on the system. And you're going to notice that, of course, we have, the basic games list here. Okay, so really from anywhere on this menu or on even this menu, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit whatever your default start button is. So you only have 4 buttons, but remember you're going to be adding a left shoulder, right shoulder, and a X and Y button, but you want to hide those 4 buttons back here somewhere. Okay? But first you're going to need to figure out what your start button is. So we're going to hit start, okay, and it's going to bring up the main menu here, okay? Then on the main menu, we're going to go down and it's going to say configure input. Okay, so let's zoom in on that so we can see it. Okay, see right there it says configure input. We want to select that with whatever your default A button is. Okay, so we're going to select that. It's going to ask us do we want to change it. We're going to hit yes, A again. Okay, now it's going to tell us that it detects some gamepads. Okay, so we're going to hold down any button, it doesn't matter, but I always like to hold down the A button. It's going to tell us which gamepad it's detecting. And then we're going to go through these settings. Okay, you can see here that we have D-pad up. Okay, so for D-pad up, see if I can get this on camera, we're just going to pull up on the D-pad. Boom. Okay, and it automatically sets it and it goes to the next function. Okay, so we're going to do D-pad down. Okay, automatically sets it and goes to the next function. Then we're going to do D-pad left. Okay, same thing, it's now set. D-pad right. Okay, now it's going to ask us for start and select. So we're going to hit start and we're going to hit select. Okay, now it's going to ask us for the buttons themselves. Okay, so it wants A, B, X, and Y. So we're going to hit A. Okay, so now A is set. We're going to hit B. B is now set. We're going to hit X. Now remember, these are buttons that you're going to hide. So right now we're going to set what X and Y is. On your system they might be hidden, but I have them up front here. So we're going to hit, actually I'm going to go ahead and use these buttons to show you, okay? So we're going to use this button here for X, okay? That one's set now. We're going to use this other side button for Y. Okay, that one is set now. Now it's going to ask us for the right and left shoulder buttons, okay? So we're going to hit this one over here for left shoulder and right shoulder, okay? So now all of our buttons are set. Now we just want to breeze through the rest of this because it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do, because we don't even have those buttons, is we're going to just hold the A button, okay? So since the A button's already set, it's just going to skip us to the next thing. See how it skipped us down one? Same thing. Skip us down one, and we're just going to keep doing that until it gets down to the bottom, because you don't have any of these extra buttons right now. Okay? Now, here's where it says hotkey, okay? For the hotkey, the default that I always go with is select. That helps it so that when we do start and select to reset a game, it will kick us out of the game. So we want the default to be select, okay? Now it's going to kick us down to where it says okay. Now you're just going to hit the A button, and it's going to go through and it's going to go ahead and save everything. And there you go. So now you've configured your controller. Now if you've done that right, now you have start and select wherever you have the stickers, and you will have A and B wherever you have the stickers, and you will have the joypad, and then you will have the X and Y here on the sides that are hidden, and the same thing with the left and right shoulder on the sides that are hidden now. Okay? And then to get into, let's zoom back out a bit. Okay, so we're going to hit B. So now we're here in the regular mode. Okay? Everything looks good, everything looks fine. Okay, and you can see that the sinden menu and the ports menu are still there. And the Raspberry Pi menu is still there. But in order to hide all that stuff, we're going to hit Start. Okay? And then you're going to come down here. You're going to see it says UI Settings. Okay, we're going to go ahead and highlight that one. UI Settings. Okay? We're going to hit the A button to select that. Okay? Now it says UI Mode. And this is where we want to be. Let me see if I can get that camera a little better so you can actually see the UI mode. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So now you can see. Let's see if I can. Okay. Now you can see where it says UI mode, okay? So you're going to hit A, then you're going to go down to where it says kid mode, okay? And you're going to hit A, okay? So now you can see that it now says kid mode. After that, we're just going to hit B. Okay, and you'll notice that it will give you your code. So your code, like it shows there, is XYXY. So it's going to be X, Y, X, Y. And that's it. Okay? So when we hit A for yes, you're going to see it's going to reset the system there. It's going to reset the UI settings, and you'll notice our menu is still here, but if I hit B, now my start and select do absolutely nothing. They do not bring up that menu, okay? They do absolutely nothing. And now we go here, and you'll notice that sinden menu has disappeared, the RetroPie menu has disappeared, and the ports menu has disappeared. So now we're going to go back to where it says choose game. Okay. And then from here, if you want to get out of this mode, let's go back to here, and we're going to hit these buttons, okay? So remember, we're going to hit X, Y, X, Y. You're going to see it reset, and there. You are back into the regular mode. And so now we're back in full mode. So if we hit start again, okay, and we go down to UI settings, and you can see now we're in full mode. And we're going to choose kid mode again, and then back, and then yes. There you go, it resets. We're once again in kid mode. Okay? So let me know if you have any more questions, but that is how you set up your buttons. Okay? And once they're set, everything should just work. So you should be able to get in and out of a game using these two buttons together. You should be able to, of course, select a game with A, back out of a game with B. You know, use start and select to add coins and all of that. Use the joystick to move up and down to choose your games. And of course use the guns to play the games. And that's it. That's your video. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. Let me know if you have any more questions. And yeah, hopefully everything works out. Excited to see how it works for you. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stop the recording.